Hi and welcome. I'm Sandy of Lolly and Sand, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Ontario, Canada. Today we are celebrating the Wonderful World bundle. So it's a bundle and it's free. So I thought we should be looking at this because it is so pretty. So in the bundle, again, it's through Sale-a-bration, so it is free with a $120 purchase. And you get this really pretty stamp set. We're going to be using this stamp today. You've got a rose and an iris, question mark, not 100% sure. An extra leaf and then a small leaf. And you get this beautiful paper. And it's just called Wonderful World. That makes it very easy. It is gorgeous. Check this out for the front of a card. Absolutely gorgeous. You've got little patterns, large patterns. You can fussy cut these or just work your way around them. Look at the pink. How pretty is that? These little ones. I've seen these done kind of in little, like just little pictures. And it looks really pretty. I'm trying to think of the word, but it's not coming to me right now. This one's really pretty too. Looks a little busy, but it really isn't. Let's flip that over. And you've got all these lovely patterns on the back that happen to coordinate what's on the front. There we go. You've got your stripes. These are actually diamond shape. So you have pink with pink. I don't remember which pink it is. And you've got this one. I love this. Those colors look so pretty. And this one. Wow. And then greenery. You can never go wrong with greenery. Alrighty. I say we get started. We've got a fair bit to get through. Okay, so let's bring out my favorite little IKEA piece. They're still not ready. I was away for a number of days, enjoying myself, just relaxing in my friend's pool. It was awesome. So that was 3 glorious days. All right, I seem to have something on my paper, but we'll try to stamp right over that. This is just your regular basic white, and I have cut it using the largest of the tailor-made tags. And I have the big stamp already mounted, and I used an E-block. And we're just going to, it's not clean, by the way. I kind of left in a hurry. I always think I have more time than I have, and then I would be wrong about that. So I'm going to give this lots of ink and hope that I don't get a halo over here, so I'll try not to push right there. I'm just using Tuxedo Black Memento ink, just making sure we have lots of ink. So my Positive Inkers Global Design Team Blog Hop and Insta Hop are also live today. Very exciting. So you'll want to check that out. You can see that either through my blog, which will be in the description, or you can go over to my Sandy Lolly and Sand Instagram page. I'm going to go about like this. Commit. I didn't cut a second one, so let's hope. I'm just going to let that soak. I want lots of color. And the really beautiful thing about this is you might be saying, why on earth are you doing a flower in black? It's because it comes out, and I'll show you that to you a little bit closer. Look at that. It's like it's black and gray. How awesome is that? So it's really, really, really pretty. Like, I absolutely love that. And I was just playing with the stamp. I was just stamping everything in black to see what it would look like. Absolutely love that. All right, let's get the rest of the card together. All right, and you know in my videos I give you all the measurements. So let's start with our base. Everything I use in the basic white is the regular, not the thick. So this is 4 1/4 by 11, folded in half and scored at 5 1/2. This piece is 4 by 5 1/4, and I have used the die called Stitched Greenery. It is such a beautiful die. I don't think I will ever part with it. Oh, pardon me, my glue's way back here. Not sure how I managed to do that. Now you use whatever works for you. You know me. I like my good old Tombow. I didn't check to see which one was the working one, so let me grab it as well. You will work. Oh, I have to get the glue boogie. Pardon me. I have to put that in the... There we go. Okay, here we go. Come on, there we go. You hear it's making that kind of scratchy noise? That's the backside of the impressions the die made. Get in the corner. There we go. Okay. This I don't find has an up or down, so you don't have to concern yourself about that. And I'm just going to lay that down and maneuver it around a bit. Oh, I don't really have a lot of maneuvering this time. Yay! I'm just going to flatten that down. There we go. So the rest, this card is so easy and so basic, and I have to get my cutter. Just a sec. Now, when I say basic, I mean simple. Reasonably simple. Okay, so the next thing I have is, this is called Lovely Layers Vellum. So it's already cut to this size, and they're either plain or have different patterns. So I'll show you real quick. This is in the annual catalog. So if I set this on here, you'll be able to see it. Isn't that pretty? I wonder what that would look like. I think that might be too busy for the card. Okay, you've got your plain, you've got the ones with the dots. More of those. These guys, I think, kind of look like mountains. Like, how beautiful is that? That is just stunning. So if you haven't seen this in the catalog, it's okay. You didn't miss it. It's not the easiest to find. I don't have the page number right here, but it's not that hard to find. Some circles. So if you had a focal point right here, it'd be so pretty. So these are all pre-cut, and they are 3 3/4 by 5 inches. I've taken one out. Now this card's a little wonky, and I did it again. I told myself, don't glue that down, because I'm going to be hand cutting now around it. All right. Where did I put it? Right here. For this one, whenever I use vellum, I like to use the seal, Stampin' Seal. Not the glue. I don't want you to see mushy gushy glue in it. It's going to slip around a little bit being on vellum. So I'm going to do that next, but first things first, we're going to cut some paper. So this is basic white, and this is cut to the same width as the layer, so it's 4 inches wide. And all I want is a piece that's kind of wonky. So it's 4 inches by, you decide, it's about, oh, that's a centimeter. I don't do centimeters very well. Okay, it's about 1/2 inch at this end. And we just cut it. So I want that wonky little piece on my card. And it's almost time for a new blade. I mostly notice this on the basic black. Okay, so this is the Wonderful World DSP. There's that really pretty pattern on that side. I'm just going to cut this side, and I'm going to cut it at, it should be 4 inches already. I'm going to cut it at 1 inch and, let me just think, 1 1/4 inches. I did have it written down, shockingly. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is that it for that? Yes. It's just making some really kind of wonky layers, and then it'll all come together at the end. So we don't need these right now. We just have them cut. Bring on a little bit of this. I know that these, well, I'll show you. They're going to go about here. And then I know my tag is going to go about here. So I know that I can put the seal roughly here. So if we go like that, did it start? Yes, it did. And then here. All I have to do is remember to cover it up. And then take this. Now you can see why I meant to cut this first. And like I said, that's the second time I've done it. I did the exact same thing on my sample. And the reason I want it like this is because this is the direction of the tag, and I just thought it looked, I didn't want to block it like this, so it'll go like that. And I will have to cut this now. Don't wait till the end of the card when you went, oh no, now how am I going to do this? So what I did is I couldn't get it to be like super even, so I just cut it wonky. I really did. So we're just going to go like so. try to get, you know, reasonably straight lines. And we're going to cut over here. And I think I'm going to leave it like that. I don't want to play with the edges too much. I may cut that one down. Yep, a little bit more. I'd like it to be at least the about to here, the bottom of the layer. If it's above that, I'm okay with that. I just don't want it past. Okay, then we'll go to the side and do the same thing. Now you see why this would have been so much easier. So much easier. So it's cut wonky. There's nothing symmetrical going on here. Wonky's okay. Now you see how you really can't see the Stampin' Seal through there. But I still wanted to be mindful of where it would be going. I think I put this piece on first before. Alrighty, so do that and that. And we'll get that about there. So we're below center by a fair bit. So I'm going to guess that 1.5 inches maybe from the bottom. Okay, and then this piece. Now I really feel that this doesn't need to be glued all the way around, and the reason for that is the tag's going on top and that will hold it down. Okay, and I was just going to overlap this ever so slightly. There we go. And the tag will go on. And then we have the finishing bits. And then we have the inside. So let's get this up on dimensionals. And then, of course, we have to make lots of pretties going on with it. Here and here, here, and 2 more. Oop, a little close to the edge, but it'll be fine. I've just reminded myself again, stop while you're ahead, and stop. Oh, jeepers, I've done it again. I have my, I always forget what it's called. In English, glittered organdy ribbon. I just wanted a little bit of sparkle, and I don't need a ton of this. And you'll find out why in a moment. Now these are paper snips, and they are good and sharp. They are really nice, and I recommend them because I use my left hand. I stuck this to my table. I kind of knew that would happen. And do I have it handy? I do not. Okay. I'll have to be a little more mindful of that. I was looking for my silicone pad, which I know is here. And this is what happens when you are in the midst of moving everything. Wait, found it. There. Now it won't stick, and I can do this. So I'm folding it in half and just sliding it through like so. I do like it to be kind of flat. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2 is to take our baker's twine. You get this in a combo pack. And I did tie it around. Weep and weep. Okay, I'm going to chance it. I don't normally cut the twine or ribbon ahead of time, but I am for this. So I think I'm going to make a little knot first, and there's another thing I don't normally do. Okay, here comes the knot. I forget if I mentioned the theme of our blog hop / Insta hop, and it is florals. So it'll be really interesting to see what all the rest of the design team have come up with. And when I say global, we are global. We have Australia, Netherlands, England. I'm just trying to make an upside down bowl, which hopefully won't be upside down when I'm done. England, yeah, I said Australia, and the US. All right, I will get those to untwirl themselves, but first things first, pull that a little tighter. I like the look of these. Now, which tool am I going to use? I think I'll use my scissors. Really want those to untwine, and that's partly me. I could have done a different kind of bow that isn't quite so, doesn't make it quite like that. Okay, we're kind of doing surgery on a bow already. Okay, so I've looped both of them, and I want to make the bows a little bit smaller, and I want them to stop being all wound up. So we'll do it this way. I don't know if you've ever done this, but it really works. So all I did was insert my scissors on one side and my take your pick tool on the other side. If you have something like, anything that's small like that will go through. A pencil will go through. Okay, I'm not going to fuss with that because otherwise the video will take forever. You can always straighten it after the video. I don't want these the same length. You probably already knew that. You knew that already. You know me. Go about there. There we go. Okay. Oh, that bow is bugging me, but stop playing with it. You're not helping it, Sandy. You are not helping it. All right. Let's get this on here. Now I'll take the rest of the backings off. Sometimes we do things backwards. It's just finding ways of fixing. I'll fiddle with the bow at the end. Okay, and I kind of want this on the same angle, so I'm going to look at this edge down here and go right about there. Okay, now I have gone ahead and already heat embossed in silver the Love and Warmth greeting, which is from Ringed with Nature. Pardon me, now I have a frog. Okay, I only want the word love, so I'm going to fussy cut around it. And I have to say the same thing that I'll say to you. Move the paper, not the scissors. I still end up getting some wonky messes, but, you know, I think it still looks pretty. And I don't go right in and around everything necessarily. Get that one rounded. And there you go. All right. Now what I also did is I took a piece of So Saffron and I cut it with the smallest of the stylish shapes. Okay, so I'm going to, you can tell I've used the back of it too. All right. I don't think I'm going to have to do any popping up on this side. Maybe I will. Okay. Get the small guys out, just in case I go over the edge, which I think I might. And I notice there's some marks here. I'm going to go over that too. Sometimes your paper, after you've heat embossed or been stamping or whatever, you need to check it. And I'll show you if I can find them, what I mean. Because, yeah, talk about being the queen of forgetting to look first. All right, and I'm just going to glue that down. You could use your glue dots if you wanted to. I just like it like that. And we're getting there. Now we're going to move some of these items aside, get our lids on. There we go. Get our lids on, get our lids on. And bring back our IKEA page, but I'm going to open it up this time. I haven't gotten rid of it because I still need to do the tethering to the wall. And when I say I have to do it, it's not really me, just so you know. I haven't done the inside of the card yet, but I did bring my paper back, so that's good. Okay, here's our Wink of Stella. And give it a little squish. This is an older one. I don't want big blobs. If I use my newer one, I will get big blobs. I don't really want that. Do you love, like me, the way the black and gray, which is tuxedo black, and the black and the yellow all go together? I think it just makes it such a happy card. And we've got some fun going on. Okay, we're going to stop there. Too much tickety-boo. And we'll do the inside, then we'll come back and finish the front. Okay, so I will bring back my tuxedo black and the stamp set. Now, and actually I need one more thing. Remember this paper. Is this the right width? Yes, it is, because this is, yes, 4 inches across. So the width, the length of this doesn't matter because we're going to cut something kind of wonky. We're all about the wonk. Embrace it. We've all got it. All right, so let's do our stamping. All right. I only want the tops of the flowers, but just in case I go past that, I'll do a little bit of the stem. Shouldn't happen, but you never know. Okay, and I just want this right here, and I want it off the page purposely. Leaves you more room to write, and I hope I'm in frame. Okay, holding, holding, holding. Oh, How pretty is that? I'm just going to bring some of the color in from the front of the card. So you notice I didn't measure. It is 4 inches across, but I didn't measure the rest. That, my friends, is up to you. It doesn't look very wide though at the skinny part. Oops, it would be nice though if I got a little glue, a little more glue right there to hold that in place. There we go. And you know when I have something that's going, am I putting it right? Just a sec. Yes, I'm putting this right up to the edge. Okay, which means I like to stand my card up. That way I know that I'm getting it right to the edge. Beautiful. That can go again. Let's bring the card back and get that inside the card. Not with that. With this. I love when a card has a little surprise like that inside. Like who wouldn't love that, to open it up and go, wow. So it brings it together, being that it is the same for the most part. We're going to go right about here and drop it down. And then do a little maneuvering. Just a little. You have to put enough glue on that you can maneuver. We're not done. We need, you knew it. I tried other things. I honestly did. You're like, do you have any other embellishments? I do. But you know what? I love these diamonds. Look, there's one stuck to my finger now, and all I did was pick it up. So that one wants to get used the way I see it. Let's bring it in. Go here, and we're going to go down here. I want one over here. That's 1, 2, 3. I'll try to use up my rows and not stress people out by going all over the place. And do I want it there or there? Ah, okay. I'm going to kind of do what I did with the original. And I just noticed that somebody went and used 6. You rebel, that is not an odd number. Alrighty. So, here's the original with the bow that's not messed up. You can see I'm down a little bit further, and it really doesn't make any difference where you go with that. And this one got caught wonky as well. And then again, the inside of the card. And I did put Wink Estella on the inside of this one. I don't know if you can see it or not. So again, free with a $120 order. Now, the thing about Sale-a-bration, just before we go, and while I start putting lids on everything, is that things will sell out. Some items have sold out. I just checked right before the video. Granted, I did do this a day before the video, so I'm looking on July 31st. You're seeing this on the 1st of August. Is that the Wonderful World bundle is still available. Alrighty. That could change pretty quickly. So if you love this bundle, if you love florals, if you like just things that are different, this is for you. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for watching. Again, do check out our blog hop / Insta hop, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.